Hello, welcome to my update. It's been a little while since I did an update, so why not do one now, eh? So as you can see in this shot here on the bottom corner is one of my African dwarf frogs, and that one is called Cheeky, and I have another one in there called Stretch. At the moment I've just fed them, I'm currently feeding them frozen Daphnias, so they're just nibbling on that. There you go. Focus more on the food, not on me. Thank you, Cheeky. Also in the tank, it's only a small tank as you can see. It's just a small box, square tank. And so in this tank as well, I have 6 neon tetras and a small plec. I don't know exactly the name of the actual species of the plec, but it's a tiny one. Apparently it doesn't grow that big, which is good. I only had it less than a week and it's settled in really nicely, and it's already making good progress with the cleaning. So I'm happy with that. So that's all I have in this small tank. As you can see on the wood there's a black band. So I've introduced a live aquatic plant, first time ever. And I have seen online that the best way of attaching the plant to the wood is with string and hair bubbles, and hopefully over time the roots of that plant will embed itself into the driftwood, so that will be fantastic. I like to make my tank look as natural as possible. I'm not a huge fan of the whole sunken ships and crazy, I don't know, treasure chests that blow bubbles. I'm not into all that. I like to keep it as natural looking as possible. As you can see in that corner there, I have a interesting filter, and it's a sponge filter, also known as the breeder's filter, because apparently a load of people that breed, they use this filter, especially when they've got babies, because it's such a low current. It still filtrates the water, but at a low current. And I only got this filter a week ago, and I'm telling you now, it's the best thing I purchased, because before this filter, I had a normal filter, but I found that the current was far too powerful for the poor little frogs. So I've decided to get a sponge one instead that's powered by an air pump. And yeah, I've not looked back since. So I'm really happy with this. That's my cat again. I say again because I made a recording in the past and previously, and she decided to hug it. So that's the tank at the front. And that's my air pump, a silent one. And obviously in this bag here, which is just slightly underwater there, I have 4 of these bad boys, and I'll show you now. This is raw. Pure aquarium. So they help keep the water nice and clean and clear, really good. And with my neon tetras, I feed them the aquarium normal fish flakes. So that's what I do. So I don't overfeed everyone and the old tank and that, because as you can see, the neon tetras are not too keen about eating from the frozen block of food. Obviously that's just for the frogs. So I'll do one day feeding the frogs with frozen food, and then the next day I will do fish flakes for the fish. Otherwise I'll be overfeeding them, and the tank will get far too dirty far too quickly. As you can see, there's a good build-up of algae on the top there. If the plec doesn't go to it, I'm intrigued to see what it turns into. I mean, will it become moss? I don't know. So yeah, I really like how this tank is looking now. It's really cute and small. I like to keep it as natural looking as possible, as mentioned. So yes, and the temperature is exactly 24 degrees, which is spot on for tropical fish. So yeah, and also what I like about this sponge filter as well is that it's also providing oxygen into the water for the fish to be able to obviously breathe. So it's almost a 2-in-1 basically. Well, it is a 2-in-1. Yeah, I can't see the plec at the moment. I don't know whether he's off somewhere hiding. I can't see. Somewhere, but as you can see, there's like things that's built up on the wood from the food, so I'm hoping that the plec will soon make its way over to there, but I can't see the plec. I don't know where Junior's at. I've called him Junior. But I have been told that this plec doesn't grow too big, which is really good, because the last thing I want is like a 10-inch or a 10-inch size catfish in this tank, not like we had previously. So this is my very quick update of 2023 of my small tank. And I'll show you my other tank now, actually. Bear with. Okay, so this is my second tank, and if you watched my previous videos, you would remember I had 2 African claw frogs. One was Boppy and one was Fort. Fort, unfortunately, a few years back, has managed to escape from the tank during a water change. I don't know how, and unfortunately, not seen it since. We called it Fort because so many times that he did escape the tank, he was fortunate enough that we found him and put him back in. So that's why it was called Fort. But unfortunately, that didn't turn out for him in the end. And I'll show you Boppy. Boppy's just hiding underneath this wood here. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to get Boppy in shot, really. Nope, not playing ball, the camera isn't. Okay, so Boppy is roughly about coming up to 7 years old. She's doing really well. This is her little tank. She's got it to herself. She's got no plec. She's got no fish friends or anything like that. I've got to be a bit careful with Boppy because Boppy is a lot bigger than the 2 African dwarf frogs that I've got in the other tank. Boppy will try and eat the fish. I can't put neon tetras into this one, that's for sure. So when it comes to this wood here, I only introduced this wood last week. And before I did that, I part-boiled it. Just so, because when you put fresh wood in, it discolours the water. So what I did is I put it into a cooking pot, and I didn't bring the water to boil, but just before it boils, it's just obviously steaming out, and the water obviously then really badly discoloured because the colour was coming from this wood. I don't know if you can see, but there's a bit of a pink hue to the colour of the water, and that's because it's the wood, it's still releasing its natural colours. That's all I can really say. And as you can see on this tank as well, I've got a black band that is trying to attach the live plant to the wood, so that's the aim. And as you can see with this one as well, it's just a normal filter in this one. She's perfectly fine with the current because she's a lot more stronger and bigger, so the current is not affecting her too much. And as you can see here, her frozen Daphne has just dropped down there, but she's still kind of just chilling underneath the wood. What I like about this tank as well is that when the morning sun comes through from in my living room, the sun directly shines into this tank, so it's giving that plant some good photosynthesis. Not so much in the other tank, I'm afraid, but definitely with this one. The light in this tank isn't as powerful as the other one. It's because it's powered up by just a little small LED light such as that. Because unfortunately the bulb in this tank doesn't work, so I've had to use one of those, but it's still powerful enough, giving enough light. Boppy seems happy. I wish I can give her a buddy to keep her company, but I think she's just used to having her own space. I can't think of any other fish I could put into here that would be happy with the frog and her being happy with the fish. So if you can come up with any ideas and suggestions of what I could put in there to keep her company, that will be cool. And then also only last week as well, I've put a background on. It was just clear and you could just see the wallpaper behind, but since putting the background on, it's just made the tank look 100 times better. It's just an instant transformation, and I'm really happy because I was thinking about changing this tank, and I might do sometime perhaps next year. I might upgrade it to a nice square one, a cube one, like the other one that the other 2 are in. But at the moment, I'm happy with this. She's happy with this. It's plenty of space for her. And a habit that she has as well, and I don't know whether it's with all African clawed frogs, but she likes to rest herself on top of the filter where it's slightly out of water, and I'll show you. So she'll just sit and chill on there where she's kind of half in the water and half out. It's like she's basking. It's very strange, but it's her thing, and she does love the filter. Maybe because it's maybe warmer, because it's obviously powered up, and electric appliances do warm up, or maybe she likes the vibration. I don't know, but she likes it, so I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to put one of those sponge filters in because she's quite happy with that filter. So that's my update at the moment. I can't think of anything else. It'll probably be another year or two before I update again, but I might try and, keep regular updates. So that's my video. That's my 2022 update with my 2 tanks. Thank you for watching. Take care and happy aquatic hobbying. Bye-bye.